I say love, you say love, we say love, 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 love. Ipelo yulaye, ani ipelo yulaye, ipelo yulaye, ani ipelo yulaye. He say love, you say love, we say love, 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 love. Woo! How's everybody doing? Welcome to Baba Tunde. Baba Tunde. Ipelo yulaye, ani ipelo yulaye, ipelo yulaye, ani ipelo yulaye. I say love, you say love, we say love, 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 love. Let's go one more. Ipelo yulaye, ani ipelo yulaye, ipelo yulaye, ani ipelo yulaye. I say love, you say love, we say love, 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 love. Ooh, welcome, everybody. All right. Are you guys feeling it? Oh, my God. That's a lot of singing. Whew. I'm a little bit warm. Hey, look what I found. I found it buried in my closet. You know how it gets, you can put shirts in there and they kind of, it's like emails. It was like way down in the, it was like an old email way in the bottom of a stack. So I was like looking in there and I have a lot of black shirts and I pulled it out and I said, yeah. First, find your shirt and then play your drum. A classic. All right, you guys. Woo! I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm warm now. I'm warmed up. It's kind of cold outside, but not anymore. Not inside. Not inside. All right. Hello, Mick. Welcome. You guys hear me okay? Looks like the volume's good. And we're broadcasting in stereo, I think. I realized the looper was not set up in the stereo pan. So now it is. So it should be, you should be hearing it in stereo if you're listening on something that is stereo friendly. Bill, welcome. And Urban Dervish, Jazz Griot, Liverpool, yeah, nice. Well, I can't complain out here in California, but this is why we pay the big bucks, as they say. The sun was shining today. It was nice, actually. Cloudy, but sunny. It actually felt like a comfortable environment because it's not in the summer. All right, Roseanne is here. Jesse, Lacey, welcome. Sue, how are you? Cornelius, in here early today. Nice. Neil, welcome. And who else? Sienna, nice to see you again. You're always welcome here, of course. And is that Aaron? Oh, did I say Aaron? Is that Aaron? Yeah. Need a little reverb on the vocals. Yeah, I saw that. Hopefully, I did get a little bit more on there. I do have a little on there, but I don't know if you can hear it with everything that's happening. But we'll fix that. And I think we're all caught up. So yeah, everybody, welcome. So I hope you got the pun that it is Baba Tunde, and that we're doing Baba Tunde tunes, or at least tunes that he popularized. And a lot of these, you guys, and I'll put this up for patrons if you want. I'm going to be doing a lot more posting. Good, Lacey. Sounds like stereo. Good. So I have a little sheet here. This is my cheat sheet for today, the lyrics. But I've been working on a whole set of these Babatunde tunes because I use them, right? And I use them in my groups, teaching, whether it's education or sometimes in music therapy and just performance, actually. They're fun. They're pretty simple, easy to participate right away. Not singing the whole song, but there's always some little part, right, that you can do, like a call and response, like aki wo wo, awa wo wo, or wa wo wo. It's actually awa wo wo, but who has time for that? Or tuopi silo kia kia, right? And people can say like one little thing. So, or funga, lafia, ashe, ashe. And there's a call and response. So I like them for that. I like them because most of the lyrics, they're pretty much all like a positive message. So I use the message in the songs as well. People know, a lot of people in the drumming community know Babatunde Olatunji, and I feel like having met him and worked with him a little bit and been around him a little, I want to carry on his legacy. So I feel a little bit of a responsibility because of what I do and because of my exposure to different people and him also. And he was in California most of his life, at least the later half, at least, of his life. And he was just a very kind, giving person and had a great message. So I just want to keep that going. And is there any other reason? I mean, it's just a lot of material. So today, I'll show you guys this sneak peek of this. Today I wrote out, this is my chicken scratch here. I wrote out a bunch of rhythms. And I went to his Babatunde songbook. He's got this it's Olatunji songbook, I think it's called, Olatunji songbook. And I kind of went through it because I had a feeling that a lot of these little rhythm patterns, and I'll show you a couple of them today, a lot of these rhythm patterns are shared, which is typical. They're shared between the different songs, right? So even if you might see, oh, this is Akiwawo, and this is Fanga, and this is Ife Loju, and this is Kia Kia. A lot of the patterns are the same or very similar. And I'll give you a couple examples in a second. But what I wanted to do is I went through the whole book, and I got all of, at least in this sheet, all the 4/4, the kind of 4 on the floor rhythm patterns. I didn't do any 6s or 3s, just all the 4/4 ones. So I could see them all on the same page, and then where they were the same, I just noted, oh, this is the same as this song, and this one's over here, and it's the same, or it's different. So that's what I did today, and I'm going to be working on that, and then I'll publish that on my Patreon also for all of you patrons or future patrons, because it's a nice resource. So if you guys are a student, or maybe you're a teacher, or you're a facilitator, or you just like to go be in the drum circle, but you're always playing the same thing all the time, this would give you, like, there's probably, I'm just glancing at it, I didn't count them actually, but I'm guessing, I don't know, 20 different patterns I have on this sheet right here. So that would give you, like, a lot of fun things to do. And they're pretty basic, they're pretty simple. A few of them get kind of fancy, but they're, like I said, they're kind of all related, so you could think of them as all variations on a theme. But but yet different, like tacos, which I also love. All right, so that's what we're doing today. And yeah, any feedback, and I appreciate the kind words you guys put in there. And as always, I just want to welcome newcomers and say Happy New Year. Last week we did the New Year's song. Remember Odunde? We did Odunde, but we're not doing Odunde today because it's not Odunde. It's Babatun. It's Babatunde. And no, because I just wanted to be able to sing all the songs to this 4/4, this to that. Wow, that sounds. There's a lot going on there. Isn't it? It's kind of cool. Like it's like crunchy. Can you guys hear that? Sort of crunchy, and it's got low stuff happening. So let me show you a few of the patterns. I'm gonna cheat and look at my notes here, but let me go back over. Actually, I don't need that. I'm gonna go here and show you the overhead. Yeah, taco. Bill, I see that. Taco icons. That's fun. Roseanne is already reining me in. Come on, it's a new year. Look, how many dad jokes do I get a year? It's got to be at least 1,000 is what I'm thinking. All right, so I'm gonna play. Actually, you know what? I want to use the conga because it's interesting in the songbook. Yeah, there'll be a quiz later. There won't be a quiz, but let's see. In the songbook, it actually says conga. It doesn't say djembe at all, except, well, maybe I'll have to look again. It mostly says high and low conga, which is interesting because in Babatunde's band, there weren't a lot of congas that I remember. Maybe there were some in the back, but mostly what I saw is djembe, and then he played these giant like ashiko drums, these really tall drums, which we might refer to as a makuta drum. And I don't know what he called it. His drums are like probably Nigerian or something, and I don't know what they were called. But today, right now, I want to play conga. So let me give you some stuff here. I'll give you some examples, and hopefully it's not too loud. I think we're okay. I'm going to stay on this talking mic. So, for example, one of the basic rhythms that comes up a lot in his accompaniment is just, and I'm going to play it two ways. First way, I'm going to use bass and tone only, right? So we're going to use bass and then open tones. And it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's it, right? Super basic. Let me put this shaker on. So it would be like. It's really pretty simple. And then a variation, so that would expand, and sometimes there'd be a second measure. So they would do that the first measure, and then they would do something else the second measure. So that would be, let me see if I can read what I wrote. So it would be like this. It would be like a. Yeah. Pretty groovy. And the dog next door, I guess, he's like, yeah. Then, a lot of the time, you'll also, so that rhythm is in a lot of rhythms. Doom, get that, doom, get that, doom, get that, doom, doom, da that, doom, get that, doom, da that, doom, get that, doom, doom, da that. And then this one appears a lot as a high drum pattern. It'll just be a 1E and a 2E and I'm gonna do it slower, so I'm not gonna use the metronome right now. But let's hear the click here. Right, and I'm going to speak it first, so you can try this too. Bop 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 bop. 1E and a 2E and a dot 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 dot. And they'll either do slaps or tones, but a lot of times it'll be slaps. So dot 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 dot, and it's on the beat, so it's not actually that easy. It's easier to go bop 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 bop, but this is bop bop 1E and a 2E. So it's got this cool syncopation means off the beat, right? And that second 16th note is the most syncopated note of the 4, right? Because we have the downbeat, which is not syncopated. We have the upbeat 1 and 2 and, which is, you know, mildly syncopated, not really. And then we have the right? 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4, which is, you know, a little syncopated. But that E, ooh, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. It's really got this kind of cool like pull. So that's happening. And let me give you a couple more. So for funga, which I did, the specific pattern would be boom ba ba da boom doom deket doom ga ga da doom doom deket doom da 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 doom doom deket doom da 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 doom doom deket. Right? You guys have probably heard that. It's very popular. So people will even say, "Oh, play the funga rhythm, play funga," and that's what they're talking about. Boom get it, boom boom get it, boom get it, boom boom get it. But here's what I was talking about earlier when I said they play them. You can play them 2 ways. So, well, at least 2 ways. And what they'll do is sometimes the rhythm is bass, or what he calls gun, right? Gundun. He uses the gundun godo pata, which is gundun godo, and then pata for slaps. Gundun godo pata. I personally actually don't really use that system that much. I find it easier just to talk about bass, tone, slap, and just listen, because I don't want to have to remember, like, is it pa or ta, or is it go or do, or what, I don't want to have to remember all that. But some people find it useful, and if you do, that's fine. You can use it. But the second way is, instead of bass and tones, right, you could do the same pattern like this one. Instead of bass and tones, just do it tone and slap. And I'm going to play really soft because I don't want to be too loud. I'm going to turn this mic down a tiny bit. So you could do tones and slaps. Right? So that's also an option. Or you could maybe mix and match. Like, what I might do is do a bass on the first note and then do the other low ones as tones, and maybe mix and maybe do the middle part slaps, like the first 3 things slaps, and then the last 2 as opens. So it'd be more like something like that. I guess bass. Yeah, I'll do all the low ones bass, and then the first set is slaps, the last set is open tones. Right? So now I'm doing 3 tones. But most of the patterns that he does, they're written out in 2 tones. It's either bass and open, or it's open slap. So let me give you one more. This one's kind of cool. This one is for Frekoba, which I don't have the song yet for Frekoba, but here's the pattern. It goes tone, tone, slap, 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 tone, tone, slap, 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 slap. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. That's a nice little motor, huh? So then I used, let me go back out of here. I used the conga. I had conga for the middle voice, or actually the lower end, and then I had the what for the kind of mid-range, right? The what. Isn't this sounding good today too, you guys? I sat down. Sometimes it sounds good and sometimes it doesn't. Today, I think it sounded pretty good. Who remembers what this drum is called? So this is a nice one for, the mid-range, mid to upper voice. And then I had the djembe, right, for the upper voice. That's right, boogaraboo, the boogaraboo, which is Senegalese. It's not Nigerian. None of these are Nigerian, but that's okay. it's world music. And then we had djembe for the upper voice. All right, and yeah. So is that fun? Isn't that fun? Those are some of the things that are coming on onto the Patreon. So I just did this transcription today. Transcription is probably not the right word. Transcription is when you like listen and figure it out and write it down. I didn't do that. I just copied what was in what was already written. But I did take a couple little liberties, just like clarifying some stuff. But there's, oh, you know what? I didn't even do Jingo, you guys. How did I forget Jingo? Wow. Can't believe it. I just didn't do it. I still did 4 tunes. We'll do Jingo later. Jingo Loba. Because before we do that, we have to do something else before we run out of time. So let's get to it. Guess the sound! All right. You guys might get this. It's a little tricky, all right? But here it is. I'm not going to talk too much. Here it is. All right. What is it specifically? So we give away, those of you who haven't joined us before, we give away points. Meaningless points, but still, I mean, points are points. Even if you can't spend them on anything, you can win them if you guess correctly. Be the first one to guess correctly. Sorry, Cornelius, no points yet. But it does kind of sound like that, right? Nope. Roseanne, good guess, but no. I don't know if anybody's going to get this. It's a little tricky. It's not, I'm not trying to trick you guys, but it's just not a super common instrument, but think about it. 4-inch conga. You're getting warm. You're getting warmer. Ooh, Cornelius. You know what? I think I have to give it to you. I think I have to give that to you. Because basically, yes, it is wooden bongos. Bongo cajon, right? That's right. So Cornelius is the winner today. I think you're due for a win, Cornelius. I'm not sure you've actually nailed a lot of Guess the Sounds lately. I could be wrong. It's happened before, but the glink glock instrument. Yes. So good guesses, everyone. I always like to give people credit for a good guess, right? Instead of saying no, that's wrong, because that is a good guess. But here it is. So I had these a long time. I've had these like 30 years, and I'm not sure they make them anymore. I really like these though, and I was in my extra drum overflow room, aka my wife's office area, and it's a shared room, but I have all my crap in there, and she works in there with her desk, and so I have some shelves in there, and I just pile a bunch of stuff up on the shelves, and this was up there, and I thought that's pretty good for Guess the Sound, right? But I wanted to show them to you. Oh, 15 points, nice. Just because I do like these. I like the bongo cajones for a lot of reasons, but let me show you. Let me go to the wide view. Yeah, it's hard to even, let me move this. Move the music stand. So you can hold them like regular bongos. So kind of cool. Like I could easily use these in there, right? Like so what I like about them is they're clean. They are literally clean. Like they're so simple, and I've had these a long time. You don't have to tune them. I've never had to replace the heads. You know, I mean, they're actually in great shape. They're like new looking. They pretty much always sound the same. They're really consistent. There's no sharp edges. They're super simple, and I think they sound good. So, why not get yourself some bongo cajones? There's lots of people that make different iterations of these, including, like, I have one that's you guys know the cajon tab that I have, that's like a box, but there's two sides. There's two sections. Now, it's not the same as these. These are very separated, obviously, but there's the point is there are different variations. There's some square ones or rectangle. These happen to be the round ones, but the square ones are fine too. They're just different variations. So yes, bongo cajon is today's Guess the Sound, and thank you, Urban Dervish. The martillo sounds good, pretty clean. So I use these. I would definitely use these on a recording or something. I like them. All right, so let's get back at it. We're gonna run out of time so fast. Are we running out of time, or are we running into time? You ever think about that? Have you ever run into someone who's running out of time? Because that means you're running into time, basically. If you think about it, it's logical. Don't hate on me. Okay. All right. What should we do, you guys? I think we have to go. We got to move on and do. We got to think about gimme fives. But I'm gonna put this up on Yin. Ooh, that's not what we're doing. Hold on. That's from last week. That's the Odunde lyrics, which I left up there. Of course I did. Because I don't check the whole show before I start the show. I should. Maybe we could do Jingo real quick though, and then we'll do. Let's do that. I want to bring the because I might as well use this loop while it's in here, right? So I'm gonna do Jingo real quick for our yin drumming, even though it says gimme five. But you guys figure out the gimme five. All right, and then I'll just be playing. I'll just be here when you're ready. Let me know, and Roseanne will help you figure that out in case you're not sure what that means. All right, let's go. Jingle, jingle trying to keep things moving. Wow, that's a very different sound, isn't it? Hello. You got to like a close-up shotgun mic. Okay, do we have it? Cornelius. Wow, Cornelius, it's your night tonight. Bongo cajon, wood tongue drum, okay? Djembe, boogaroo, and seed shaker. Okay, good. So we're gonna do djembe, boog. Can I call it boog or bug? Boog sounds like booger, but it is pronounced boogaroo, not bugaraboo. Maybe in England they would say bugaraboo. So bad. Somebody stop me. All right. Seed shaker. Seed shaker. Which one though? Do you want this? You want the little, this one? Or this one? Brown or tan? Tiny or medium? Let me know. And then, so the tongue drum is right here, right? So we're gonna do that. So we'll have that, it's a D minor. So we'll do that. And then any other information you would like to include? Any other parameters? The larger one, okay. No problem. Let's make some room over here. This is not a quiet work area. All right, anything else? I feel like we ought to maybe do a little bit different vibe. So meter, tempo, what do you think? Get in your requests now while the request lines are open. What kind of vibe should we do? All right, I'm gonna back off on the compression on my voice a little bit because we don't need that. I don't think. Okay. What I see fit? Okay, that's fine. I'm kind of feeling like maybe we need to go back to something triplet-y. Give me a second. Okay, I think I have it. I think this is good. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining me as always. Thanks to Roseanne for keeping everything together. And to all the newcomers, enjoy yourself as you move into time. Running into time. We'll leave you with a little bit more music, and I'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody. Have a beautiful evening.
World Drum Club.